Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Miller here. Happy Wednesday. Today, we're going to start by reading a super fun book called Mistletoe. Remember, the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the picture. So let's learn about mistletoe. Here we go. 'Twas the season, and Moose was merry. He joyfully tickled the ivories with a tuneful of tidings and a flurry of fa-la-las. He was so full of ho-ho-hos, even his moustache had the holiday spirit. But Moose was more than just a bit merry and bright. He was busy, busy, busy. There was a lot to be done on his list of to-dos, but with orderly organization, a bit of regimentation, lots of imagination, and just plain old Moose know-how, getting ready for the big day should have been simple. Easy, yes, in all probability, just perfectly perfect. He wasted not one merry minute. Moose got moving and put some hustle into the holiday bustle. He went to work. He wrote cards and letters till his hooves hurt. Check. He stopped till he dropped. Check. He hauled home boxes and bags and presents galore. Moose had gifts for everyone stacked from ceiling to floor. Check, check, check. Then he wrapped yo, 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 and he ribboned ho, ho, ho. And on each and every package, he tied a big, beautiful bow. Check and double check. So far, so simple, so easy, so perfectly perfect. Another look at the list, and Moose headed for the kitchen. He pulled out the pots, pans, and bowls, sifted through stacks and racks of cookbooks. He whisked with his left, spooned with his right. Moose baked tons of tins of cookies. Check. Dozens of cakes, breads, and sweets. Check, check, check. He made jellies, sticky jams. Moose roasted a goose and some chestnuts. He toasted marshmallows and yams. Check, check, check. Triple check. Yes, yes, so simple, so easy, but of course, so perfectly perfect. Decorations were up next on his list of things to do and get done. So Moose checked the halls, then spruced up the walls. He beaded, bowed, and mistletoed. He gathered garlands, roped wreaths, and holly, jingled bells, sang noels. Oh, good golly, this Moose was jolly. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. He's ready, isn't he? Last but not least, he hung all the stockings, each and every one with special care, and just in time, too. Soon Santa would be there. Check and final check. Yes, sirree. Getting ready for Christmas was an absolute snap. And so simple, so easy, and if he did say so himself, Moose thought, totally, utterly, completely, perfectly perfect. Sounds like he's ready. On that night before Christmas, Mother, little Sissy, Bucky, and Junior looked all through the house. What a job Moose had done. Everything looked bountiful, festive, quite fine indeed. There was just one minor problem, if you will. Oh dear, sighed the missus, as the five stared at one empty corner. Oh my, oh me, oh gee. Pop! What happened? Cried Junior. You forgot the tree. Oh no. Oops. Where would they hang the tinsel, string the popcorn, light the lights? Where would Santa leave his gifts for the kiddies on Christmas Eve night? So Moose pulled on his galoshes and put on his hat. He would find a tree somewhere, somehow, and that's all there was to that. So out went the Moose, braving blisterly blowing winds and the cold, trudging through snowdrifts, courageous and bold. Moose first hoofed it down to the corner, not a tree to be had. Then he slid around the block. Oh, things were looking bad. He went down every boulevard, street, and little road. He looked down lanes and alleys. Every tree had been sold. There wasn't a branch, not a twig, not even one lousy bolus bound hanging around. Nope, nada, nothing. Not a tree to be found. No tree, sighed a sad Moose as he came home empty-handed that snowy eve. The kids tried to make the best of it. They said, "Oh, so who needs a tree?" But Moose could plainly see they were short on the glee. He knew he had to do something, and that's just what he did. In the empty corner he stood and spread his arms out very wide. Then he smiled as at his children, and he winked at his bride. "Kids," he declared, "fetch your forgetful pop, some of that tried and true family glop." He became the tree. So back came the kids carrying a big pot of glue, and without a word to one another, they knew just what to do. They each took a part, grabbing strands, taking hold, then carefully, oh so carefully, they glopped and they plopped, they pasted and they pressed, they curled and twirled every which way a follicle could fathom, until Moose's magnificent moustache was indeed even more of a marvel to see. Moose was just a few needles shy of being an evergreen tree. They strung Moose with lights from his head to his toes and draped him with tinsel. Beginning right with his nose, they hung balls that were shiny and bells that twinkled, candy canes, berries, and plum sugared sprinkled. Then they all stood. Junior plugged in his pop. Oh, ah! Yes, Moose was truly one incredible sight. He was glorious and glowing, and boy, oh boy, was he ever bright. Then Junior placed the star on top of Moose's head. He gave him a kiss and a pat, and they all headed off to bed, except Moose, of course. He stayed in the corner instead, still twinkling and blinking and waiting for Santa. And oh, so it wasn't so simple, and it wasn't so easy, and okay, it wasn't so perfectly perfect. But do you know what? It was pretty close. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. So he turned his moustache into the Christmas tree. I can't believe he forgot it. Oh, that's silly, silly, silly Moose. All right, so today you're going to get your Moose page. Now you can color Moose if you want, and then his moustache is where we're going to put all of the things that happened. So you also need this page, and then you're going to put what happened first, what happened second, third, fourth, 5, and 6. So we have the stockings, we have the pictures, we have the cookies, the presents, we have the tree. So you're going to decide what happened first in our story, and then second, third, 4, 5, and finally 6. And you're going to glue these pictures inside of here. Then you're going to do one last step. You're going to cut out first, second, third, fourth, 5th, and 6th. And then you're going to glue just the tippy top so that it flips open. So you're going to go glue the first on top of the first thing that happened. Okay, so you're going to use all 3 pages to do that. And then you're going to kind of have a little flip. So you can say first and flip it up and see what happened first. And second and flip it up and see what happened second. And third and what happened third. All the way to the end of our story. Okay, so enjoy putting Mooseletoe in order. Think about what happened first in the story and then what happened. You can also go back and replay it so you can remember what did happen first and then what did he do. So you can go back and try and find those places or maybe look at the pictures so that you know what to do. I'm also going to teach you a game today. It's called Beat the Teacher. So whoever your teacher is going to play with you. Could be mom or dad or maybe a brother or sister who wants to play with you. That you're going to get your board and your marker, and someone, whoever your teacher is going to give you a word. You guys are going to write the word together. So let's do the word you. So you're going to write the word together one time. And then they're going to say ready, set, go. And you have to write the word 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So your board looks like this. And whoever gets all 4 of them written first is the winner. So Y-O-U, You. Very good. All right, I'll show you one more time, okay? Let's use the word now, N-O-W. So we're going to write it together. Then we're going to say ready, set, go. And we're going to see who can write the word 4 times first. So you can see Mrs. Miller wrote one in the middle together, and then we wrote it in each corner, and whoever gets all 4 of them written first is the winner. Okay, so you can practice with your sight words. Hopefully you have those pulled out on note cards or maybe your checklist paper that you can read through those and try to do all of the words. At least try to read all of the words. Okay? All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.